The first resurrection, hope beyond the grave. Revelation 25:6 declares, "But the rest of the dead lived not again until the 1,000 years were finished." This is the first resurrection. Blessed and holy is he that hath part in the first resurrection. On such the second death hath no power, but they shall be priests of God and of Christ, and shall reign with him 1,000 years. These verses introduce us to the first resurrection. But what does it mean, and why is it so significant? We must begin with the immediate context of Revelation 20. This chapter opens with the binding of Satan for 1,000 years and describes those who are resurrected to reign with Christ during this time. These are called blessed and holy. They are the overcomers, the faithful, who will never experience the second death. Notice the contrast in verse 5. The rest of the dead lived not again until the 1,000 years were finished. This implies two resurrections, one at the beginning of the millennium and another at its end. The first resurrection, then, marks the beginning of the millennium and is reserved for the righteous. Paul confirms this in 1 Thessalonians 4:16-17. For the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, and the dead in Christ shall rise first. Then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up, to meet the Lord in the air. This is the same event Revelation 26 is describing, the first resurrection, when the dead in Christ are raised, not just to life, but to reign with him. 1 Corinthians 15:52 adds, In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump, the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed. This is a glorious transformation, from mortality to immortality, from the corruption of the grave to the brightness of heavenly glory. It is the ultimate hope of every believer. And in John 5:25, Jesus himself foretold, The hour is coming, and now is, when the dead shall hear the voice of the Son of God, and they that hear shall live. The voice that called Lazarus from the tomb will call the righteous from every grave. It is the voice of the Son of God, the resurrection and the life. From a historicist perspective, this resurrection takes place at the second coming of Christ. The millennium described in Revelation 20 is not symbolic of an earthly golden age, but a literal 1,000-year reign in heaven with the redeemed. Those who rise in the first resurrection are blessed and holy, because the second death has no power over them. Will I have part in the first resurrection? This is not merely a future event. It's a call to prepare now. To live in Christ now is to rise with him then. So friend, choose the blessed hope. Don't live for this world which is passing away. Are you living with the hope of the first resurrection? Like this video and comment below. Don't forget to subscribe for more clear and faithful Bible prophecy teachings.